What's up, guys? On today's episode, we're going to talk about one of my favorite bass guitars that I own, my ESP LTD Viper 104. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Alright guys, as I said before, this is one of my favorite bass guitars that I've owned. I've had this bass for the last 7 years at least. I first came across this particular model when I was watching the music video for Body and Blood by a band called A Perfect Murder. Now, what drew me to this bass were two things in particular. First was the color. It's a snow pale white color. Now, I'm one who loves a nice dark bass color every once in a while, but the fact that this was a bright color, ooh, it really sent me over the edge. Second was the actual body style of this bass guitar. It is in the shape of a standard Gibson SG, which is by far my favorite body style for a guitar or bass. So the fact that I was able to get this particular model in a body style that I love from a company I really like sent me over the moon. Now, let's talk about the specs on this particular model I have here. This bass has a bolt-on neck with a 34-inch scale containing 21 frets on it. The body is made out of basswood, and the neck is made out of maple with a rosewood fretboard. It has two ESP humbucker pickups in it, with the bridge being a ESP DB4 and the neck being an ESP SB4. This bass has a 2-band EQ controlling system with 4 knobs. Starting from the top, we have the master control. Then we have the boost. Then we have the bass boost / cutoff control. Then the balance, and finally ending with the treble boost and cutoff control. And just in case it wasn't clear, these are active pickups. I have left this bass stock from the day I picked it up from my local music store. So all the hardware that you see on it, the tuning machines, the controlling knobs, the bridge, the pickups, are all stock from ESP. I have to say that I really do love ESP's quality when it comes to all of their hardware. Well, at least when this was made. Today, Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Hey Will, that's cool and all, but how does it sound? Well, I got some good news and I got some bad news for you guys. So the bad news is, unfortunately, I'm not able to record anything right now due to the holidays and having to move and just family issues. However, the good news is I recorded all my bass lines from one of my band's old CDs on this bass. That being the You Worship a Cadaver EP from my band and Came Back Brutal. So what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to play a couple of songs from that EP so that you guys can hear the amazing sounds that come from this axe. Hopefully you'll be able to pick it out underneath all the other things that are happening on the songs, but trust me, it's a treat either way. Here we go. Well guys, I really do hope you were able to hear the sounds that came from this amazing bass. As I said before, this is one of my favorite bass guitars that I own, and I have owned it for quite a while. When it's all said and done, I really am sad that ESP no longer makes this particular bass, because I really would like a new up-to-date model. However, knowing that they don't make it makes me just a little bit more happier that I have this particular one in this particular color. Now, when it comes to rating this bass, there are a few things that we need to consider. First is the weight. This particular bass is not heavy. It's light and easy to move around with, and you're not going to strain your back. Second is the playing position for this bass. For me, however, is right in my wheelhouse. This bass is so easy to play, and I just fell in love with it from day one. Third thing that we need to consider is how easy is it to change out the battery. Now, on this particular model, the bass cavity is on the back, and all you need is a small screwdriver to remove 2 small screws, and boom, you're ready to change out your 9-volt battery. Overall, I would have to give this bass an 8 out of 10. If you're wondering why I didn't give this amazing, wonderful bass full marks, well, it's quite simple. Even though this is an amazing bass from a great company, the fact that it's not really all that original is what brought it down for me. I mean, you can go out and find an SG or knockoff anywhere. But don't let that fool you, because this is one amazing axe, and I highly recommend it. Well guys, that's all the time we have for today. If you like this episode, why don't you go ahead and hit that thumbs up button down at the bottom. If you have any thoughts or ideas or questions, go ahead and throw those in the comment section below, because I do read all my comments, guys. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. And until then, I'm Black Boy in the Band saying, keep practicing.